So today our topic is going to be professional opportunities in agribusiness, and this is an area which I would say that very less explored. Very few people know actually how agribusiness is going to be a new big business, and it's not a new. Agriculture is probably the oldest profession in this world since the civilization happened. And earlier people used to live in community and they used to be worried about the immunity. And today with COVID-19, the world, the entire world is on the same page that you have to work on immunity and you have to safeguard your community. Wherever people are living, the best thing is that they have to maintain the social distancing so that they can stop the prevent the community spread. So you have to protect your community, you have to prevent you yourself from various disease. So the immunity comes from the farm, and how it comes from the farm. Today I am going to discuss not about the health benefit of agriculture, but I am going to discuss the professional opportunity for all the professionals who whosoever you are, whether you are a chartered accountant, you are an engineer, lawyer, MBA, technologist, any profession you are in, what are the opportunities for you in terms of agribusiness? So friends are joining right now. I can see a lot of people are now registering and joining. So we have received around 105 registration, but of course people may join because it's a working day. So first of all, I just want to introduce myself so that 2-3 minutes I will just give you an introduction. Myself, Rishabh Samansuka, I am a chartered accountant and master in business finance. Worked in almost every segment which will come in the slide. So let me open the slide now without taking further. So basically this is my story. So if you see, Rahul, I am audible now, and I request all of you to kindly put your phone on mute so that you can enjoy the presentation. Rahul, presentation is visible.
Presentation is visible. Your audio is also good.
Okay, thank you very much, Rahul. So, and I particularly, I know in this session today we have a lot of expert, lot of guests who are actively involved in agribusiness, and there are people who are not actively involved but would like to explore what is there, what is in for them. So I will try to just do justice with both type of people who are there in the session today. So my story is very simple. As Robert Kiyosaki said that in cash flow quadrant that there are four type of people in this world: employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. And I was just surprised pleasantly that I have actually completed all the four buckets in the last 22 years of my career after I did my CA. So as an employee, I worked in companies like Indian Oil, Schlumberger, Oracle, Coca-Cola, and Snapdeal, where I handled the large assignments, big operations. And I founded business venture also in transport technology, barter system, and third country trade and sourcing. Then I'm a full-time consultant, self-employed, working for a couple of multinationals, private equity, family office, and also large farmer producer organizations. And that is where I'm having a hands-on experience of managing the large-scale agri projects, starting from Ladakh to Maharashtra to Rajasthan to Gujarat. I am also actively investing and always look out for good investment opportunities in startup. And nowadays my focus is completely on three areas: healthcare, agriculture, agribusiness, and retail. So with this background, I proudly tell myself that I am a 8th generation farmer, and that is what I always feel that this is the best thing one can actually connect with, because you are connecting with the soil, you are connecting with the nature, you are connecting with the mother earth.
Rishabh, your
Today,
control of the Zoom is also appearing on the slide. If you can read is that
sorry, which one?
on the
Okay,
screen
okay,
that
my panel. Okay, fine. Now it is it gone?
yeah, fine. It's fine now.
Okay. So today the world is talking about one word. It's not a word, basically three letter, WFH, work from home and work for health. So I've just made it little bit tweaking, WFF, work from farm and work for farmers. And why I'm saying so is the recent national education policy talks about certain values which we have to build in our future through giving those values to our children. And these values are collaboration, self initiative, self direction, self discipline, teamwork, responsibility, and citizenship. And as a farmer, I can say that these values are cultivated by farmers as a family values, because he has to work on a self initiative. He has to direct discipline himself only, because he has to fight with all the things which we can call against all the odds. सारी मुश्किलों से उसको सामना करना पड़ता है. तो फार्मर जो है, इट्स बेसिकली एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, बट he has to fight with nature also. He has to fight, so he don't fight. Actually farmer don't fight, they sync up. So they are collaborative by nature, and that is where, you know, all my businesses, whatever I have done, collaboration is one of the key thing, because it has come from the DNA. So today I'm going to give you certain hashtags which you already know, and these hashtags are, you know, Atmanirbhar Bharat, vocal for local, Digital India, Make in India, Fit India, Skill India. And two more hashtags I have added just for you is build your digital assets and community commerce. Then there is a purpose behind it. Why I have included all this, because in our next slides for next 1 hour, I'm going to tell you how professional opportunities and what kind of a magnitude of professional opportunities are there in agri business. Let us go to some storytelling. We all like story. So I just want to give you,
interrupting you, your control panel is appearing again.
Yeah, I will hide it. I think whenever somebody joins, that time the control panel comes. So I think that is the, yeah. So maybe I need to keep on hiding it. So I'll do it. So now welcome to everyone. So this is a story of Samudra Manthan. Today people say that this COVID-19 era is nothing less than Samudra Manthan, because the logic behind the churning of the ocean was that, you know, that time it was a standstill. The world was standstill at that time, and both Daitya and Devta, they decided that they will churn the ocean so that they can get something different, so that the world can move back to trail. So all kind of herbs were casted into ocean, and 14 ratnas were brought from the ocean. And there are 5 ratnas which are very important from the farming perspective, from agri-business perspective. And the one was Kamdhenu, which was a cow, Parijat, a tree, Kalpavriksha, Amrit, and goddess Lakshmi. So there is a very good connection between all these 5, because they came for the survival of the earth. People living on the earth, living in Patal and living in the Akash, which is Devta. So that time this Samudra Manthan made it, everybody, they actually was on the same page. Everybody was trying for Amrit. Amrit came also, but Vish also came along with this, which Lord Shiva gulped, and he put it up to the throat only. And so that the entire, all the Trilok were saved with this action. Now let us come to Indian agriculture. How Indian agriculture is saving all of us is very important for all of us to know, because last 6 months when the lockdown happened, we are getting our food, we are getting our cereals, pulses, milk, fruit, vegetables, everything we are getting. So have you ever thought that from where it is coming, who is growing them, and why they are growing it? Why they are not sitting in their house doing nothing, watching TV, but they are doing it because they are not destined to do it. They are actually trained to do it like this only, and they are our farmers. So today India, in farming there are 2 seasons. As a professional, if we want to understand agriculture, we need to understand that in India the agriculture comes with seasons. There are 2 basic seasons, Rabi and Kharif. The Rabi season is basically for wheat, Kharif is basically for rice. And our production also, you can see in this chart, sourced from the India Brand Equity Foundation, Ministry of Commerce, talks about we are actually a wheat and rice country. And why we are wheat and rice country, there is a history behind it. In the Green Revolution, and why Green Revolution happened, because we were having an acute shortage of cereals, acute shortage of wheat and rice. And the country decided that we will grow our wheat and rice ourselves. We are not going to import. And that time, our then Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri, he gave a nara, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and also suggested that because we are importing too much of grains, we should stop eating at least one day a week so that our grain reserves are full. But farmer took up this challenge, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan and Jai Vigyan, and with the combination of science and farming, we started the Green Revolution. And that is why today we are a surplus country. And our Honorable Prime Minister has announced that 40 crore people in this country are going to get free grains, free rice and free wheat and free pulses also till November. And we have even beyond that. So that is how we are self-sufficient, we are Atmanirbhar in our grains. But that is not enough. That is not enough. That is just a beginning. We have miles to go. Already 277 billion worth of gross value added by agriculture and allied sector. And these are the exports. So basically basmati rice from India, this 1121 basmati rice that comes from my area. I am a native of Punjab, Rajasthan border, and there the basmati rice is grown very much. And this is 32,000 crore industry as per the last year data, which is now going to grow further. So basmati rice, marine products from East Coast, these are the two important agriculture produce which we export. But we also export spices, cotton, oil mills, sugars. There are a lot of items. But we import also a lot of items which can be grown here. And that is where the opportunity lies. So let me tell you, 180 million hectare of agriculture land in our country, which employ 50% population of this country, but only 15% contribution in GDP. क्या ये सही है? I think it's not right. So what need to be done? 65 million hectares of land is right now lying vacant, barren, and call it degraded wasteland. And our country, our Honorable Prime Minister has given a target even pre-COVID time in September 2019, when there was a meeting of 100 country representatives to combat the desertification and the climate changes. He said that India will take a lead to develop 26 millions of wasteland across the country, and we have huge wasteland lying in our country, 65 million hectare, out of which 26 million hectare can be developed. So in this process, India has to create farmer producer organizations, farmer producer companies registered under Section 8 or under the Cooperative Societies Act of the state or as a trust. 10,000 new farmer producer organization has to be created. And you know, we are talking about 1,000 plus Amul like companies. You all know Amul cooperative, right? We all eat Amul chocolates, we drink Amul milk, and you know what is the surprise? Only 3 districts Amul source milk from 3 districts in Gujarat, and the total business size is more than 7,000 crore. So as a professional opportunity, there is a massive opportunity lying for every professionals to look at the farmer producer organization and farmer producing company, that how these companies will flourish, how these companies will be formed, and how these companies will run. So this is an area we will discuss later on in the slide. I will tell you the entire value chain, and then you can decide where you will fit in as a professional. Creation of mega scale FPO in cooperative model or distributor ownership model is the future, because our land holding, this 180 million land is actually not going to serve the purpose of scalability, because for any business, skill and scale, these two things are important. So 181 million hectare which is already under agriculture, but the average holding size is 2 to 3 hectare or 2 to 3 hectare of land, basically 2.35 or 2.4 hectare something, which is not scalable, not viable. So to bring the viability, if we develop the 65 million or 26 million hectare of wasteland, then we can use all these technologies which I have mentioned on the right side of the slide. So first let me come, because there are a lot of chartered accountant friends in this group today. So I want to tell you that if you develop 26 million hectare of wasteland, then for 1 hectare in 5 years you need to spend $30,000. In terms of $30,000 you can say around 25 लाख रुपया आपको डेवलपमेंट के लिए 5 साल में खर्च करना पड़ता है। 5 लाख रुपया एक हेक्टेयर पे, एक हेक्टेयर 2.5 एकड़ के बराबर होता है। आपको 5 लाख रुपया डेवलपमेंट में खर्च करना होगा, जिसमें आप इरिगेशन डेवलप करेंगे, आप उसकी सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी को बढ़ाएंगे, आप उसकी फेंसिंग करेंगे, वाटर रिसोर्स डेवलप करेंगे, लेबर की पेमेंट जाएगी, तो आपको करीबन एक हेक्टेयर में $30,000 का इन्वेस्टमेंट लगेगा। आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉस्ट ऑफ लैंड at all. Okay, so if you have to do this, then this is an opportunity that 26 million hectare by 2030, यानी 10 साल में अगर आप 26 मिलियन हेक्टेयर डेवलप करने की बात जो सरकार कहती है, तो करीबन $780 बिलियन का इन्वेस्टमेंट इस सेक्टर में जाने वाला है, which is only basic investment. I'm not talking about anything value addition, processing, packaging, branding, IPR, no. Only basic infrastructure, soil development, $780 billion, which can create 10 times more value of your asset value, because once you develop, it will become an asset. Means 20% ROI is assured even with the basic efforts. And now if you see on the right hand side, there are certain areas which we have to work, which we have not worked in the earlier green revolution, क्योंकि green revolution के टाइम पे डिजिटल रेवोल्यूशन नहीं था। तो बायोटेक, फिनटेक, सप्लाई चेन टेक, प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर, रोबोटिक्स, ऑटोमेशन, एग्रीकल्चर इंफ्रा, लॉजिस्टिक्स, वेयर हाउसिंग, कोल्ड चेन, R&D, ब्रांडिंग, GI, geographical indicators, wasteland development and smart irrigation. These things were not there. So now we are heading towards a big opportunity for professionals, whether you are an engineer, chartered accountant, lawyer, or even a horticulturist. So you have a huge opportunity to work in this field. We call it agri-business. Agri-business में opportunity क्या है? Consulting first of all, because farmer producer organization formation जो है वो भी आपका consulting से शुरू होता है. You have to look around the opportunities around you, wherever you are, whether you live in a small town or you live in a big city. Agriculture is everywhere. You have to just, if you are living in a city like Gurgaon, just go 10, 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers away from the city and you will find there are ample farmland, ample wasteland, ample horticulture, orchards, everything is available. So consulting, fundraising, as I given you the numbers, $780 billion investment will come from the government, it will come from the private, it will come from the institutions, and also international family offices, pension funds, private equity. Everybody will put the money because there is a good return, of course, and this is need of the hour. We have to work on immunity, we have to work on community. So health and agriculture, these two sectors are going to grow for next 25 years across the world. Wherever there is a agroclimatic conditions are suitable to grow food, to grow quality food, to grow quality fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, whatever. And fortunately, India is the only country in the world which has got 20 big rivers with 200 small rivers and thousands of kilometers of river bed. So which means we are very much naturally resourceful, rich country in terms of the flora fauna of the country. Now there are certain acronyms. You might be surprised कि ये ऋषभ ने यहाँ क्या ECA, PMC ये सब क्या है. So these are all very interesting acronyms and this development one need to know. So let me now take you to the little bit more deep dive. अब हम सब्जेक्ट में चूंकि प्रोफेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटी की हम बात कर रहे हैं और अगर प्रोफेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटी की बात हम बिना डीप डाइव के करेंगे तो उसका मजा नहीं आएगा. So we have to really go through the subject. अच्छा, मुझे यहाँ तक आप बताइए कि आपका इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है इसमें, कहीं बोरिंग तो नहीं हो रहा है, मैं ज़्यादा तेज भाग रहा हूँ या कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. प्लीज़ टेल मी बिकॉज दिस इज़ अ न्यू सब्जेक्ट. एग्रीकल्चर, एग्री बिजनेस इज़ अ न्यू सब्जेक्ट. सो इफ़ यू हैव एनी क्वेरी प्लीज स्टॉप मी, put on your mic and you can interrupt me also if you or otherwise I will go with my flow. and we will have a question answer round. Okay, so we'll have a question answer round, enough time so that you can ask me question. Let me complete my slide. So देखिए एग्रीकल्चर में, एग्री बिजनेस में, दिस इज द एंटायर वैल्यू चेन, एंड दिस वैल्यू चेन इज बेसिकली आई हैव पिक्ड अप फ्रॉम द थिंक एग रिपोर्ट, लेटेस्ट रिपोर्ट विच दे रिलीज, एंड दे ब्यूटीफुली डिफाइंड दिस. तो देखिए आप लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में यू कैन सी 4 रुपए किलो में the farmer is selling some vegetable. That vegetable is coming to the mall or a retail grocery store and it is being sold in 40 रुपये kg. अब ये 4 रुपए से 40 रुपए की जो जर्नी है, ये इस जर्नी में कौन कौन लोग पार्टिसिपेंट हैं उनके बारे में अगर आप जानते हैं तो यू कैन डू प्रोफेशनली a justice to your client who is actively into agriculture or passively, but he will be fitting into somewhere here in the value chain. तो पहले मैं जो सीधे ट्रायंगल्स हैं उनको डिस्कस करता हूँ. इनपुट, सप्लाई चेन, प्रोडक्शन, स्टोरेज, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, प्रोसेसिंग, रिटेलिंग. तो आपको उसके बाद में प्री प्रोडक्शन, पोस्ट हार्वेस्टिंग, ट्रेडिंग, मार्केटिंग, होलसेल, एक्सपोर्ट और कंजम्पशन. सो अप स्ट्रीम टू डाउन स्ट्रीम, दीज आर दी वेरियस स्टेक होल्डर्स जो यहाँ पे काम करते हैं, कुछ न कुछ अपनी वैल्यू एडिशन करते हैं, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजी लगाएं, चाहे कैपिटल लगाएं, और दे कैन पुट the retail power or they can put the biotechnology. Whatever you do, you are connected with agriculture, you are doing something in agribusiness, but you don't know where you actually stand in the value chain. So first of all, one has to understand the value chain of agriculture, कि agriculture operate कैसे करती है. It is very easy to tell anybody कि भाई साहब ये 4 रुपए किलो में आप उगा रहे हो और हमें 40 रुपए देने पड़ रहे हैं. This is wrong. Actually this is not wrong. You have to understand that this is not coming to you directly. So if you see the yellow highlighted portion, so these are the three people are very very critical between the cup and the lip, between the farm and the kitchen. So from farmer to your kitchen, miller, warehouse and retailer, these three people are invariably required. Why it is required? You cannot consume the farm produce as it is, so you need somebody who will mill it or somebody who will process it. Then you need somebody who can store it whenever you need, because in farming एकदम से चीज़ें आ जाती हैं. अभी आप देखेंगे राइस की क्रॉप आएगी सितंबर अक्टूबर में, नॉर्थ में राइस की क्रॉप आती है, तो एवरीवेयर इट विल बी राइस एंड राइस ओनली. बट आर वी गोइंग टू कंज्यूम इन दोज मंथ्स? Probably not. The consumption will happen over the year and across geographies. So wherever the production happens, we need a person who can put the capital and do the warehousing, whether it's a cold store warehousing or it's a normal warehousing. Then a retailer, whenever you need, you just want to place an order online on your mobile, so there has to be a retailer who will supply you the product the way you want to consume, at the price you want to consume, and at the quality you want to consume. So between farm and kitchen, these three people can now be reclassified, redistributed under total 9 buckets. So this is basically a agriculture ag-tech framework wherein a lot of technology is being used today, so that 3 reasons: prevent the wastage at the farm gate, give the traceability to the consumer, and make the supply chain efficient. Because the more efficient the supply chain, the less people involved, the more profit for the farmer and more benefit for the consumer. So this is going to be the future of agribusiness. No more we are going to see the large huge agro miles people traveling. Agro miles means your fruits coming from say 10,000 miles away or 5,000 miles away. No, that's not going to happen. So we are going to, and the worldwide there will be a new phenomena post COVID, that regional, seasonal, vocal for local. So now this is the value chain. You should understand whether you are consulting a startup in agri-business or agri-tech, or you are consulting a active agriculture company, or you are consulting a food company, processing company. You should know that where they stand in terms of the value chain. So this chart will help you. I will share the presentation with you so that you can always refer, because the more knowledge you will have about the value chain, you will never make a mistake to consult while consulting to your client. So there are various sources of funding And these are the very generic, I think many of you might be knowing, many of you might not know. So I just put up a slide that angel funding, people who want to involve in agriculture for passion or for their शौक है किसी को farm house own करने का, and they want to do something good in farm house, you can become an angel investor. You can develop some farm nearby you. You can, instead of taking the ownership of land or displacing the farmer, you can always become the take the right to cultivate. Or now you can take a contract farming, you can make a contract farming contract also, wherein you will supply the input, you will supply the money or maybe input, and you will take care of the output. So there are a lot of new opportunity. Early stage funding you can do up to $1 million. Generally people invest at the early stage. Growth stage funding, follow up capital. Sorry, somebody want to say something? Okay. So then there are a lot of unique deals happening in this space, and that I will tell you where the big opportunity lies. They are into backward integration, and backward integration means all the retail companies, the large FMCG companies, the large food companies, they invest a lot of money to explore the pockets from where they can source the material at the lowest price, and they call it opportunity buying. What is opportunity buying? When the wheat crop will come, people who make, companies like who make the brand like Horlicks or biscuits or whatever, this pasta and pizza and all, they actually stock, or even sugar. So whenever the crop comes, that time the prices are at the right pricing. So they always take opportunity to put capital, buy stock, and then use it. So these are the opportunities where they have to deal with a law called Essential Commodity Act. And now the farmer has also given an opportunity, and particularly farmer producer organization, they can avail this opportunity, and you as a professional can always help them to say that now farmer can sell their produce to anyone outside the APMC mandi yard. Mandi means what? Near the farm there are a lot of mandis, lot of agriculture produce marketing. These committees, they physically exist near the farm, and they control the output, supplies. The supplies cannot go without them. So they collect some money, they provide the infrastructure, they provide the cleaning infrastructure, proper weightment, sorting, lot of activity they get involved with the people called Adatiya, commission agents, Kacha Adatiya, Pakka Adatiya. What is the difference between Kacha Adatiya and Pakka Adatiya is that the Kacha Adatiya will never keep the stock. He will just simply do the service and sell it. Pakka Adatiya will put the money, they will stock, then they will sell it. So they are all licensed people. But now with the new law, farmer producer organization can sell their produce directly to anywhere in the country without any restriction. So fruit, vegetables, cereal pulses, oil seeds, and a lot of medicinal plants, you can sell directly to the factory. So what you can do is, as a professional, you can become the connecting dots, because the farmer don't know how to forward integrate. The companies don't know how to backwardly integrate. So if you have the knowledge of the subjects, so there are various opportunity, starting from professionally setting up the FPO or drafting the bylaws, contract farming agreements, management board governance SOPs. You can work on that because it will vary from state to state. A lot of vernacular will be involved, and ultimately you can yeah. So Mr. Khatri,
Yeah, Mr. Khatri has.
yeah, please Mr. Khatri, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? आपको अनम्यूट करना होगा. Okay, so you can use the chat box. If you have any question, you can ask. So my friend Rahul will definitely help me to get the question, and I will try to answer it upfront. So you can, as a professional, you can also help in providing the funding support or providing the input funding systems. Like for example, as I told you, 2 सीजन होते हैं, 6 महीने तक सीजन चलता है, तो 6 मंथ तक फार्मर को इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है, और उसके बाद रिटर्न आती है. जितनी भगवान ने मंजूर की होती है उतनी रिटर्न आती है. बट यू कैन एडवाइज हिम how to decrease the cost of capital, There are multiple methods available: P2P lending, digital lending. There are RBI, NABARD, banks, regional rural banks. Everybody is working towards मेकिंग द फार्मर सर्वाइव. बिकॉज अगर फार्मर सर्वाइव करेगा तो हम सब सर्वाइव करेंगे. अगर फार्मर सर्वाइव नहीं करेगा तो देर विल बी ए बिग डिफिकल्टी. और इसी को हम अकाल कहते हैं. अकाल में क्या होता है कि फार्मर फार्मिंग नहीं कर पाते हैं क्योंकि एग्रो क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन साथ नहीं देती हैं. तो दे एक्चुअली सफ़र, एंड व्हेन दे सफ़र द एंटायर थिंग सफ़र. इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ जाती है, खाने पीने की चीज़ों के रेट बढ़ जाते हैं. अभी इन दिनों में अकाल नहीं होते हैं क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी काफ़ी इंप्रूव हो गई है, इरिगेशन सिस्टम्स इंप्रूव हो गए हैं, कैनल सिस्टम जो है हमारा नहरीकरण जो है वो काफ़ी पूरे देश में हो गया है. और अब जो सारी नदियों को जोड़ने की बात चल रही है, जिस दिन ये पूरा हो जाएगा मेरे ख्याल से कहीं कोई बाढ़ नहीं आएगी, कहीं सूखा नहीं पड़ेगा. एंड दिस विल बी द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द गोल्डन एज फॉर आवर कंट्री. ये इंडिया का भाग्योदय होगा जो पहले था. अब वापस ये हम इसी दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. डेवलपमेंट ऑफ प्रोक्योरमेंट एप्लीकेशंस एंड इंटीग्रेशन. अगर आप इंजीनियर हैं तो आप कुछ ऐसी मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन जियो टैग बेसिस पे डेवलप कर सकते हैं. इंडिया में बहुत सारे एग्री स्टार्टअप, देर आर मोर देन 600 एग्री स्टार्टअप विच आई नो आर राइट नाउ ऑपरेटिंग, एंड देर इज ए स्कोप फॉर अनदर 10,000. सो इफ़ यू आर एन टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट यू कैन वर्क ऑन दोज एरियाज. इसी तरह से एक बहुत बड़ा एरिया है जो कि अनटैप्ड है, फार्मर इक्विपमेंट. फार्मिंग इक्विपमेंट में ट्रैक्टर से लेके देर आर लॉट ऑफ इक्विपमेंट्स, और इक्विपमेंट रेंटल बिजनेस इज़ ए बिग बिजनेस वर्ल्ड वाइड. बट इंडिया में ये काफ़ी कम है क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ फार्मर प्रोड्यूसर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कम है जो कि लार्ज क्वांटिटी में इक्विपमेंट रेंटल को हायर कर सकें. तो दिस इज एन एरिया विच इज एमर्जिंग अलॉन्ग विद द ग्रोथ ऑफ एफपीओज. सो लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज आर गोइंग टू कम. महिंद्रा जो है, महिंद्रा फाइनेंस, महिंद्रा ट्रैक्टर, महिंद्रा, they are already into this ecosystem. ITC is into this ecosystem. Reliance is already into this ecosystem. Godrej is already into this ecosystem. So there are a lot of companies who are working on this and they are finding out very innovative model for their growth. So as a professional, as a consultant, you can advise your clients. You can get actively involved. If you want to do some venture, you can start your own venture also. इसी तरह से investment raising. There are multiple source of funds available to this sector. एग्री बिजनेस स्पेस में ग्रांट्स हैं, फंड रेजिंग है, उसकी आपके पास में प्राइवेट इक्विटी और वेंचर कैपिटल भी अभी इसी सेक्टर में आ रही है. तो यू कैन ऑलवेज एडवाइज. प्लस वंस द मोमेंट फंड कम्स, ऑडिटर का रोल स्टार्ट हो जाता है. ऑडिटिंग दी अकाउंट्स वेयर एवर द ग्रांट, कंडीशनल ग्रांट्स हैव बीन गिवन, वेयर एवर द इन्वेस्टर हैज कम, देन ऑडिट बिकम ऑटोमेटिकली बाय लॉ एज वेल एज बाय चॉइस. So you can start developing your own framework. Once you know the space, once you know the industry, then you can actually become a specialist auditor for this space which is going to grow in trillions of dollars tomorrow. So this is a blue ocean opportunity because there will be very few people who will understand this sector, who will have the deep knowledge of this sector, and then they can do accounting automation, process automation. इसी तरह से food and safety guidelines हैं, उनके licenses apply करने हैं, subsidies apply करनी है, refinancing from bank like NABARD and all. Then there is a packaging and branding advisory consulting, and you can create your own brand because today everybody want to eat healthy. आज हम आप अपने घरों में भी देखें तो there is no compromise on our quality of food. And what is the actual quality of food? आज से 50, 60, 100 साल पहले हमें पता होता था हम जो खा रहे हैं वो कौन उगा रहा है, who is the grower, who is the annadata. Today we don't know because we are all blindfolded. We don't know what we are eating, what we are consuming in a packet, who has produced it, we have no idea. So now the new startups are coming. They are offering the food traceability, and with the food traceability you can actually get to know who is your farmer. और इसके लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है ई-नैम. ई-नैम क्या है? नेशनल एग्रीकल्चर मार्केट. ये गवर्नमेंट ने सारी मंडियों को इकट्ठा करने का एक प्लेटफॉर्म बना दिया है. अगर आप अपनी कंपनी को इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे रजिस्टर कराते हैं तो आप ऑल ओवर इंडिया यू कैन डील विद मल्टीपल कमोडिटीज, यू कैन डील विद मल्टीपल products which you can source for others, or you can source for yourself and create value added products. So I am going to tell you just a moment. I think I need to shift Mishti, just give me a moment please. चार्जिंग दे दो, इसको बैटरी डाउन हो रही है. लैपटॉप जल्दी से जाओ, यहाँ पे लगा दो फ्रिज को. वहाँ से उतारो, फ्रिज फ्रिज में लगा जल्दी लाओ। Sorry, there was some interruption because the yeah, Rahul, am I audible now?
Yes, Rishabh, you are audible.
Sorry, there was some charging issue. So, as a professional, as I told you that you can actually work on these areas where your client want to do some business and you can support the client. Essential Commodity Act changes has actually made the movement barrier free. We are already are into GST. Mostly the agriculture produce are outside GST because they are exempt. But you can certainly look at the opportunity like ENAM. I was talking about ENAM. Registering into the ENAM, you can become aggregator of certain commodities where you have a backward and forward linkage, and this business you can start on a all India basis by using the technology. Similarly, Amazon, Flipkart, which is now Walmart, and also the Reliance, so these are the big companies. There are tens of big companies who procure these items on a regular basis. So what you can do is you can always help these companies procuring certain products, or maybe you can help them procuring and then getting it processed. So there is an opportunity in terms of CSR also. A lot of CSR fund, there are people who are into social ventures, they can help in their CSR advisory, making the grant proposals, because in agriculture a lot of development expenditure has to happen, and particularly when as a country we want to develop 26 millions of hectare of wasteland or degraded land, we have to set right a lot of things. We have to put a lot of money which cannot go as an investment. It has to go under some CSR, because it is going to benefit not only the human but also every living being, even the birds, the animals, the everything will be getting benefited. Because today in this COVID-19 time, there was another big area like animal fodder, like cattle fodder. How, from where we have to generate, who is going to grow? So lot of advisory you can do. And the last piece is IEC and EXIM, import export and advisory as well as the guidance. So that is where the opportunity lies, because there are a lot of laws country by country which restricts or prohibits certain import and export of certain agriculture commodity as such. So if you know those laws, if you are well versed with the free trade agreements, you can actually become a very valuable professional for any company or any FPO who want to actually export certain items. I'll give you a small example: organic pulses. There is a huge demand in US for organic pulses, and people who are right now exporting it, they are facing a lot of challenges because of certain quality parameters which US importer demands, because they can't sell in the retail unless until those certifications, those FDA guidelines, or those the Food and Drug Association guideline are met. So as a consultant you can actually start this practice, and there is going to be a huge upside to this consulting. As we all know that our granaries are overflowing, we are not in the situation earlier like before green revolution, but today the audit of storage facility by the government or third party is very important area, and there are a lot of new investment which is happening in the processing, packaging and sorting facility. I'll tell you one example. You grow the wheat in the farm, pick up the wheat from the farm and store it as it is. Do you think that it is going to survive for 2 years or 1 year? Probably not, because it will catch lot of fungus, it will catch lot of germination, because from the farm it will come with greens. Lot of greens will be there, green leaves, etc. So you have to clean it, you have to sort it, and once you clean and sort it, then you can store it for longer period. So that is sorting, packaging, processing at a basic level is a big industry, because when the production comes, it comes in millions of ton. It's not 100,000 or something. Even in a small town, you can find 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakh bags of wheat. Each bag is 50 kg is coming, and only for 15-20 days. During that time, everywhere you will see grains and grains only. But after that, what happens? So after that, you can see in the picture, they are well placed in the warehouse. And now, because of the commodity exchange, many of you who are already well versed with the commodity exchange, a lot of commodities can be traded based on the warehousing slips. People can buy and they can take the physical delivery. So you can actually create trading opportunity online and offline. Legitimate trading opportunities are there for professionals. Those who understand, if you understand the quality, you understand the timing, you understand the geography from where the material is coming, it becomes very easy for you to actually do your business, as well as a professional you can support others in flourishing their business. The better price discovery for farmer producer organization can come from warehousing. Waxing is very important. If you see the orange or apple, why apple is used for 1 year throughout? Because it is properly waxed. So the waxing plant, cold storage, pulp manufacturing, preservation and value addition, these are the things which one can look at as a professional opportunity and as a business opportunity and as an investor opportunity also. So all three type of opportunities are available depending on your risk taking capacity and your ability and your interest. You can pick up the opportunity. Now national agriculture market is another phenomena. It not less than a green revolution, and I will say it is even more than a green revolution, because it will help farmers in all the regions to sell their surplus products or produce at a better price, and consumer in all the regions, they will never face a shortage, because you can go online and buy your requirement very easy. Because today we don't know from where the turmeric is coming. I have one of my client, he has grown turmeric in South Maharashtra. He called me that I have 15 ton of turmeric with good percentage 2.4 and higher, and it's organic turmeric. What to do? Now with electronic market, he don't need to be worried about. He have to just log in, register his farmer producer organization and get the price available. So he can directly chat or talk to the person, of course, in between, to prevent the fraud, to prevent the mismanagement, mishandling, payment issues. Lot of professional will be required to actually manage this entire transaction flow professionally, so that both the stakeholders can do the transaction better. It is just like an import and export. So I told them that you can export it also and you can supply it locally also. In export you have a better market, because there is a huge price gap. He is selling this organic turmeric at somewhere around 125 rupee kg, the powder, and in the foreign market the price of the same turmeric is actually between 400 to 500 rupee a kg. So there is a huge gap. It's a 5x, almost 500%. Transportation will not cost that much, packaging will not cost that much. So but they don't know how to do it. So they need a professional who can support them in terms of not only identifying the leads, but to make the closure also happen with the proper documentation, proper sampling, quality checks, certifications and transportation. So there are a lot of opportunity. I have listed it down, and you can also get them the venture equity, because today a lot of agri ventures are coming up. Even the large corporates, they are putting up funds aside so that they can develop the backward integration. When I was working with Coca-Cola, I know that as a company they used to promote farming of mangoes, the quality mangoes, because he used to buy those mangoes after 10 years. So I was, as an accountant, I was always wondering that why a company is investing on a plantation of mango. They can simply go in the market and buy the mango. Why they are investing money in plantation? So the idea was that if you invest the money in plantation, you can always get the quality and the quantity in future. So it's all about future planning. So a lot of things you can do in terms of food traceability, in terms of disintermediation is happening in a big way. So as a professional, you always add value to it. Now, Model Contract Farming Act. What is this and why it is required? People who are not connected with farming, they simply say that it is another regulation or something else. I would say that this is not another regulation. This is actually a big step, a right step taken in the form of ease of doing business. Because today, if you go and get any agreement with a farmer who is owning some 2, 3, 4 acre of land or hectare of land, no agreement can be enforced because he is not going to bound to supply you something. He can take money, he may not supply you. How you are going to enforce the contract? That is where the Contract Farming Act comes, which protects not just the farmer, it protects the buyer also. And if you know how to design a good farming contract, you are a person who will be in a huge demand, because the farming contract can be a contract which you can do across the region, across commodities, and you can meet your need when you need it. For example, if you are a seller of pulses or maybe seller of some spice, for example, Isabgol. Isabgol is a very good spice grown in the Gujarat, and there are a lot of growers. They grow it in mass quantity. Isabgol has got a medicinal value because it helps in digestion, and it helps in treating the constipation problem. Now you want to brand your own brand of Isabgol. What you do? You have choice to go and market and buy it, or you have choice that you go a step below to the farmer producer organizations in Gujarat and then talk to them and then get the right quantity, right quality, and right pricing for you. But for that you have to invest. You have to invest in the input so that you can reduce their input cost, and ultimately under the Contract Farming Act you can get your perfect quantity in the place, and you can process it then and there itself, so that you can save a lot of cost, because then your cost of production will be lower, your margins can go up, and you can share some portion of margin with the farmer. That's a win-win. So now to create the win-win, you need to know the cropping patterns, you need to know the expenditure involved, you need to know the risk involved, various insurance subsidies. There are so many things. So as a professional, there is a huge opportunity for you to act as a buying house, export house, packing house, quality certification agency. You can become a quality certification agency. There is a big need out there. There are very few quality certification agencies internationally. SGS, you all know, they are a very large quality certification agency. Almost hundreds and thousands of products they are able to certify. Why don't you start a similar kind of an agency wherein you can work on this? A packing house or a soil testing, water testing, because today when you want to get right kind of a food, vegetable, fruit, pulses, cereal, whatever, then water and soil, these are the two very important factors, because jaisa water or soil hoga, that quality you will get. So if you can set up a soil testing and water testing agency, and you can certify the land, because now a lot of application, lot of agri-tech startup, they have already packed the land with geotagging. So it is very easy for you to add on this service, and you can reduce the waste, you can reduce and you can increase the quantity and the quality also. Agri consulting is another area wherein technical domain you can find out a lot of domain guys in agriculture, produced by Agriculture University and Agri Business Management universities are every year they are being produced. But with the business knowledge, with the consulting, you can create a wonderful model wherein you can gather the market intelligence, and there are a lot of applications who provide you the AI tools also. Big buyers comes to India to buy because we have the diversity. Our agroclimatic condition, एक समय में आपको इंडिया में you can get all the 5 weathers. Right now, while we are talking, somewhere it is raining, somewhere it is scorching hot, somewhere it is a pleasant weather. So this is what our country is. So a lot of processing house worldwide, they source material or they process material from India, and then they package it in their own brand and sell it abroad, whether it's a Europe or Australia or USA or even Canada. So you can organize this entire consulting of yours or entire setup of yours by working with FPOs. See, whatever I'm telling you, FPO is a very, very important factor, because FPO is the minimum unit of viability. I call it minimum unit of viability. If you are procuring milk, or you are procuring wheat, or you are procuring vegetables, if you deal with FPO, you can get at least minimum viable quantity. And FPOs are supported by NABARD, government departments, corporate NGOs. There are a lot of people who support them. So, and the income is tax free. As a tax professional, one should know that under Section 80P, it is tax free. For FPO, there is no GST because they are not dealing with branded product. But if they make brand, then they have to comply with GST. So every FPO, you can do their tax also, so that they don't block the credit and they get the credit of whatever input they have procured or consumed. Now, when India target 10,000 FPO, there is enough opportunity. 26 million hectare, $1 trillion of investment, lot of opportunity. So there is no need to worry that ये market छोटा है, ये market छोटा नहीं है, बड़ा है और बढ़ने ही वाला है. You can do your NABARD practice also. NABARD is running more than 2 lakh projects across India, and they are going to run more, another 2-3 lakh projects they are going to add in next 10 years. So NABARD practice is what? Setting up the projects, getting the project funded, getting them the subsidy, refinancing, plus allowing them to forward integrate and backward integrate. So this is completely NABARD practice. If you go to NABARD website, you will get to know multiple schemes. What I have done for your benefit, I have tried to basically put some gist of benefits and reliefs offered to the farmer and agriculture sector. Financing facility of 1 lakh crore, then cluster based approach, 10,000 crore scheme for formalization of MFEs, micro food enterprise. Similarly, 20,000 crore rupees fisherman Yojana, animal disease control, animal husbandry. And first, believe me, in farming, the animal husbandry is integrated part of the farming, because without cattle, farming cannot be conceptualized. So animal husbandry, poultry, they are all part of the extended verticals of agribusiness. So one need to understand that herbal cultivation is a new area. Herbal, if you go into herbal cultivation, the government has put recently 4,000 crore to develop 1 million hectare only in herbal cultivation. In UP, in Ganga belt, and also in lot of south areas in south, good quality of herbs can be grown. Herbs has got pharmaceutical and nutraceutical value that is directly linked with your immunity, with your well-being. A lot of medicine companies are looking for developing the pockets where they can grow these herbs and then value add and create some drugs which are good for the humanity, and they are all bio kind of a drugs. So beekeeping initiative, beekeeping is another initiative which is very huge, because bee is very important factor for the agriculture, because bee help in the pollination. If you have read in your school, our school science curriculum, that bee from one flower to another flower, they actually help getting more fruits. Now I will request all of you, please mute your phone. I'll request Rahul to please mute them. So from what is TOP? TOP is an interesting term. TOP is tomato, onion and potato. These are the three vegetables which is called TOP. So TOP practice is a big practice, and mostly the large corporates, they follow this practice because they have got the lot of value added advantage. For example, onion oil is used in cosmetics. Potato is used for fries, chips, and potato powder is also used in a lot of food preparations. Tomato is used for puree, for ketchup, and a lot of value added products from tomato are also good. So, and there is a subsidy given by the government, 50% subsidy on transportation and 50% subsidy on cold store. So you can work on this TOP alone. It's a massive opportunity, because in India, in all the part of the country, these three crops are grown, and in different time zone, you keep on getting those crops from different part of the country. If you go to Ajatpur Mandi, you will find that somewhere aloo is coming from Himachal, sometime aloo is coming from Tamil Nadu, sometime it is coming from Punjab, sometime it is coming from UP. So you can always find, the central markets of the country like Ajatpur and other markets like in Maharashtra or Gujarat, they are always, availability of TOP is always there, and the price fluctuations is enormous. Can you imagine, today we are buying, the retail price of potato is what? It is around 40 rupee a kg. In wholesale it is around 15-16 rupee a kg. So sometime it goes 5 rupees, sometime it become 20 rupees. So this kind of fluctuation you will not even find in stock market, and this is even more volatile. The vegetable market is more volatile than a stock market, and it is as big as stock market. So these are the various schemes of NABARD programs under which they have funded. So you can go to the NABARD website and see, as a professional, if you have interest in active business or professional interest, you can check out that these are the facility and this is the amount which is under the disbursement. So you can see, by seeing the amount itself, you will find that how big this space is. So this is what we do, and we have, last year in 2019 we have registered a SS Sujalam Suflam Foundation to help the farmer and the FPOs, and our objective is to develop 1 million hectare of wasteland in the country by 2030. Out of 26 million hectare, we want to develop 1 million hectare across the country in a distributed ownership model. We have already developed 2,500 acre in Ladakh, and now we are going to go in various places like Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Northeast. So large scale agri-rural project implementation is our forte. We do techno-commercial consulting to FPOs. We also help in hydroponics, which is a new area. Hydroponics is basically, soil-free vegetables, the leafy vegetables of 10-12 different variety you can grow. So I'm working with couple of startups to help them in developing the model and scaling it up across country. Solar powered greenhouse is another concept, because we have a good sunshine available in many part of the country. There is a good incentive available for solar industry. So why not mix it solar with greenhouse and with generate the power and also grow some value added products, high value products in a controlled environment. Agri-tech startups, agri-business investments coming through family offices, through brands, through food companies. So all the proposal evaluation to proof of concept and to support and mentoring. So this is all what we do, and there are some resources for you because you have shown interest in this program today, and I thought that I should give you some resources. So these 3 resources are available. You can click it and view it. There is a short video film, proof of concept, and then presentation made by us to Prime Minister's office, and also a consolidated report on the opportunity, 175 slides on the opportunity of integrated wasteland development in the country. So this is resources for you. You can use it. And thank you for joining this Wednesday. Now I'll open the house for the questions, so that if you have any question you can ask, and I would like to answer all your questions. So that maybe you can write in the chat box, or if you want to discuss now, you can
Rishabh, there was a question from Mr. Deepak Singh. If we want to bypass the APMC, then how do we do the price discovery?
Right. So APMC essentially do not help you in price discovery. Of course, APMCs are created to allow buy and sell. But if you are into horticulture and you want to bypass, then every Monday they have a website available. You can see the pricing. For example, if I am a farmer in Sonipat and I want to sell my vegetables to a mall or to Reliance Retail in Gurgaon, I can do this because my pricing is available. Disturbance in audio. Am I audible, Rahul? Hello?
You're audible, but there's a different disturbance.
Okay, let me try to speak little louder. So if you want to sell directly to the companies, then you can check the pricing of agriculture market which is available online. So there is a agmarket.nic.in, it's a government website. It will give you prices of multiple mandis, or you can check your nearby APMC price and then benchmark it and then sell it at a higher price or at a lower price depending on the quality you produce. Yeah. So, Narendra ji, you have any question? Narendra Jain ji.
हाँ सॉरी सर, मैं बीच में बाहर निकल गया था, सो आई वाज नॉट
नहीं,
टोटली इन द.
आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, आपका एग्री बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर प्रोफेशनल्स, लाइक हाउ वी कैन गेट इनटू दिस, यू कैन आस्क. फ्यूचर ऑफ हाइड्रोपोनिक. सो अमित धुला जी पूछ रहे हैं कि व्हाट इज द फ्यूचर ऑफ हाइड्रोपोनिक. इज वेरी ब्राइट. आई थिंक आई मे हैव समबडी हु इज ऑलरेडी देयर. हाइड्रो ग्रीन से अगर पुष्कर जी हैं अभी कॉल पे तो ही कैन इवन टेल, बट अदरवाइज आई टेल यू the hydroponics has got three components. One is the home hydroponic kit which you can install at your home, in your balcony, in your roof, and that is like a RO business. तो अगर आपने RO business किया है तो आपको मालूम होगा कि RO में you can sell RO, you can sell the maintenance, you can sell the inputs. Same way in hydroponics you can set up your business. We can help you that. I can help you in that. Another model is you start a farmhouse based model. That there are a lot of people who own farmhouses, but they don't do anything. They don't grow anything. So you can design the hydroponic system setup for them, and you can, as a professional, you can also advise them how to take benefit of various subsidies available with the horticulture department, with the for the greenhousing and all, and then they can start selling in the market. So backward integration, forward integration, and the entire setup. A lot of people have got land available, but they are not doing anything. So in 1 acre of land, you can actually feed some 200 families, isn't it? So you can actually feed 200 families with their entire year's leafy vegetable. And if you grow in your own house, you can grow as much as quantity you eat, plus you can distribute to your friends and neighbors also if you want to. So there is a good opportunity available. But hydroponics is successful in those areas like Mumbai, like Delhi, Gurgaon, where the land is not available. So people want to grow something healthy, they want to grow and they want to eat, enjoy, they contactless vegetable, they can pluck themselves. So they want to celebrate with that. So this is a very innovative model. And the typical investment to start is around, starting from a hydroponic kit will cost you between 20 to 25,000 rupees for your home kit. And if you want to set up in a 1 acre of hydroponic farm with some area into hydroponics, it will cost you somewhere around 1 crore. And in 1 CR, you can claim some 30-40% subsidies from the government. So essentially 50 to 60 lakh में आपका एक 1 एकड़ का एक मॉडल हाइड्रोपोनिक फार्म तैयार हो जाएगा, जहाँ से आप वेजिटेबल कमर्शियली ग्रो करके उनको आप सेल आउट भी कर सकते हैं अंडर योर ओन ब्रांड, एंड यू कैन टाई अप विद सम लोकल ब्रांड एंड देन यू कैन सप्लाई टू देम अराउंड द ईयर. You can grow somewhere around 70 to 80,000 kg of vegetables in that. Yeah. What is the opportunity of moringa plantation and valued product of the same? ये मोरिंगा जो है एक हब है और इसका काफ़ी इम्यूनिटी में और रेस्पिरेशन सिस्टम में इसका काफ़ी, मोरिंगा की जो चाय होती है उसको पीने से काफ़ी फ़ायदा होता है. मोरिंगा मध्य प्रदेश के कुछ इलाकों में, राजस्थान में काफ़ी होता है और लोग कर भी रहे हैं इसके ऊपर. लेकिन मैं आपको सलाह तभी दूंगा कि आप मोरिंगा में बिजनेस में आप तभी जाइए जब आपका फॉरवर्ड इंटीग्रेशन स्ट्रांग हो. यानी आप जो भी उगाएं या जो भी खरीदें, जो भी प्रोसेस करें, उसको खरीदने वाला अगर मार्केट आपके पास है, अगर कोई ब्रांड आपके साथ ऑलरेडी अलाइंड है, तब आप उसको उगाएंगे तो आपको फायदा होगा. लेकिन अगर आप यूं ही कहीं भी उगा लेंगे और उसका मार्केट नहीं मिलेगा तो देन यू विल बी स्टक. एंड दैट इज वेयर मोस्ट ऑफ द फार्मर और मोस्ट ऑफ द एफपीओज दे स्ट्रगल. आई एडवाइज कपल ऑफ एफपीओज जहाँ पे उन्होंने अनार और शरीफा जैसी अच्छी फसलें उगाते हैं, लेकिन वो 5 से 10 रुपए किलो में उनको अनार बेचना पड़ता है. जब हमने उनको एफपीओ को फॉरवर्ड इंटीग्रेशन करवाया, उनको बताया कैसे आप कर सकते हो, तो आज वो 25 रुपए किलो उनको अनार के मिल रहे हैं. हम लोग 100 रुपए देते हैं, लेकिन उनको 25 रुपए भी उनका 250% इंक्रीज हो गया फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस ईयर्स. So that's how the integration is very important, and that is where the role of professional comes, because professional जो है वो उसको इमोशनल तरीके से हट के देखेगा और उसको वो बिजनेस की तरह लेगा. एंड इट्स दैट इज आई कॉल इट एग्री बिजनेस. एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री, यू वांट टू नो, ये क्वेश्चन आया है हमारे पास. मैनी एमएनसीज आर इन्वेस्टिंग बिग इन मोरिंगा प्रोडक्ट, गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी. यस ऑफ कोर्स अक्षय जी, बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है. आप तो मध्य प्रदेश इंदौर में बैठे हैं, आपके लिए तो इज अ वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी. एग्रो बेस स्टीविया इज ए सब्स्टिट्यूट फॉर शुगर. स्टीविया पे इवन व्हेन आई वाज इन कोका कोला वी यूज्ड टू डू लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च ऑन स्टीविया. बुलंदशहर के पास एक इंस्टीट्यूट है, उसके अलावा यूपी में, और स्टीविया कहीं भी पैदा हो सकती है. काफ़ी जो तराई वाले एरिया हैं हिमाचल के, वहाँ भी स्टीविया पैदा हो सकती है स्टीविया. बट अगेन माय क्वेश्चन इज उसका इंडस्ट्रियल यूज़ क्या है. आपने स्टडी करना है प्रोडक्ट को कि उसका कहाँ कहाँ इंडस्ट्री में यूज़ होता है. स्टीविया को आप अगर उगाना चाहें तो आप उसको उगा के और उसका आप लाइसेंस लीजिए कमर्शियल प्रोडक्ट का. स्टीविया की जो शुगर ड्रॉप्स आती हैं छोटी वायल में आती है, एंड दैट वायल इटसेल्फ इज सोल्ड इन 125 रुपीज़ मिनिमम. तो अगर आप उसका वैल्यूडेड प्रोडक्ट अपने ही फार्म में बना सकते हैं और आपको अगर ऑनलाइन आप अमेजोन या किसी भी प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू बेच सकते हैं, देन यू कैन मेक गुड प्रॉफिट. बट इफ यू वांट टू जस्ट ग्रो स्टीविया इन अ रॉ फॉर्म एंड देन सेल इट इन द मार्केट, आई डोंट थिंक सो. स्केल के बिना अगर बड़ा एरिया नहीं है तो आपको ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट नहीं आएगा. ब्यावर राजस्थान नियर अजमेर. अच्छा, हाँ कर सकते हैं सर. स्टीविया तो कहीं भी उगाई जा सकती है. थोड़ा वेदर कंडीशन आपको चेक करनी पड़ेगी. आप अपने नियर बाई एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी में जाइए. मोस्टली एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटीज आर अवेलेबल फॉर एनी गाइडेंस. आप वहाँ पे साइंटिस्ट से मिल सकते हैं, उनको ईमेल लिख सकते हैं, वो आपको जवाब भी देंगे. उनकी वेबसाइट पे काफ़ी रिसोर्स अवेलेबल होते हैं, क्योंकि हर जगह की सॉइल कंडीशन के हिसाब से कौन कौन सी वैरायटी वहाँ पे आप उगा सकते हैं या उग सकती है, वो जानकारी आपको वहाँ से मिल जाएगी. What type of professional services you are providing if someone comes to you with just money, time, no idea agriculture business. अच्छा, ये लिखा है BS राठी जी. So राठी साहब देखिए, if you have an interest in agriculture, तो what we can do is we believe in large scale projects. तो हमारे जो प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं मिनिमम थ्रेशोल्ड इज 1000 हेक्टेयर्स, क्योंकि 1000 हेक्टेयर्स में भी उतनी मेहनत लगती है जितनी 100 हेक्टेयर में लगती है. सो we have to work on that. So if there is an investor, we can make a plan that वो कौन से एरिया में इंटरेस्टेड है. जनरली लोग अपने एरिया में इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं. अगर कोई राजस्थान से है तो वो राजस्थान में करेगा, गुजरात से है तो गुजरात में, महाराष्ट्र वाला महाराष्ट्र में. तो और वो होना भी वही चाहिए. दिल्ली से जाके महाराष्ट्र में आप खेती नहीं कर सकते. तो खेती के लिए आपको वही जो है अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढनी है. वी कैन हेल्प स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द अपॉर्चुनिटी आइडेंटिफिकेशन टू दी कंप्लीट डिटेल प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट एंड देन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन सपोर्ट. देखिए, प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट तक तो बहुत सपोर्ट मिल जाती है, लेकिन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन सपोर्ट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट को आप जब तक कंसीव करके उसको डिलीवर नहीं करेंगे, और ये प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्ग जेस्टेशन के होते हैं. कम से कम अगर आप हॉर्टिकल्चर प्रोजेक्ट में जाते हैं तो 5 से 7 साल का समय आपको लेके चलना है, क्योंकि पेड़ को आप एक्सपीडाइट नहीं कर सकते कि भी मैं कैपिटल ज़्यादा लगा दूँ, मैं खाद ज़्यादा दे दूँ तो मेरा पेड़ 3 साल में फल दे देगा. उसमें तो अगर 6 साल में देना है तो 6 में ही देना है. ये बात अलग है कि अगर क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन सूट कर गई तो 6 की जगह 5 में फल आ जाएंगे, लेकिन 5 साल वाले फल को आप तोड़ के उसको आप यूज नहीं करते हो, क्योंकि आपको नेक्स्ट 6 साल में ही अच्छे फल मिलेंगे. तो दैट इज हाउ द डायनामिक्स वर्क्स. वी कैन डेफिनेटली हेल्प इफ एनीबडी हैज गॉट एनी इंटरेस्ट. क्वेश्चन है, एनी इंस्टीट्यूट इन इंडिया वी कैन गेट डिप्लोमा और हैंड होल्डिंग स्किल. बहुत अच्छा आपने सवाल किया, एंड आई एम रियली हैप्पी दैट पीपल आर शोइंग एक्टिव इंटरेस्ट. And I am very happy that you are showing active interest. देखिए, there are lot of courses, lot of institute. Indian Agriculture Research Institute है, IARI. इसके अलावा नाबार्ड है. There are lot of courses available on their website. They do. अभी तो ऑनलाइन काफ़ी कोर्सेज हो रहे हैं. अगर आपको कोई पर्टिकुलर कोर्स किसी सब्जेक्ट में करना है तो यू कैन राइट टू मी, आई कैन हेल्प यू दैट. उसके लिए, क्योंकि अलग अलग जगह पे अलग अलग तरह के कोर्स हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर आप मशरूम की खेती करना चाहते हैं तो शिमला में आप उसका कोर्स है, सोलन में, वहाँ कर सकते हैं. अगर आप फ्लोरिकल्चर में जाना चाहते हैं तो कन्नौज में, यूपी में कन्नौज है, वहाँ पे इंस्टीट्यूट है, वहाँ कर सकते हैं. तो जगह जहाँ पे वो कमोडिटी पैदा होती है वहाँ पे आप कर सकते हैं. और जो बिजनेस है, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ प्रोफेशनल सर्विसेज यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग एग्रीकल्चर, तो ये मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दिया. एनी इंस्टीट्यूट इन इंडिया दिस ऑल्सो हैव डन. बिजनेस इन एग्रीकल्चर वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट गुड बूम. देखिए, गुड बूम, इम्यूनिटी और कम्युनिटी. इम्यूनिटी का मतलब है वो फार्म से ही आएगी. इम्यूनिटी कहीं बाहर से इंपोर्ट होकर नहीं आएगी, वो हमारे ही फार्म से निकलेगी. हमारे इंडिया में जहाँ जहाँ पे फार्म है वहाँ से आएगी. तो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन दोज एरियाज. आज क्या समस्या क्या है? डिप्रेशन, एंजाइटी, ब्लड प्रेशर, शुगर, किडनी, जॉइंट पेन्स. सो इन सब का इलाज कहीं ना कहीं आयुर्वेद में है. आयुर्वेद कहाँ से बैकअप लेती है? एग्रीकल्चर से. और एग्रीकल्चर में अगर आप इस लाइन में चले जाते हैं तो you will find a huge opportunity of your business, provided you go step by step and you restrict yourself to the value chain. मैंने आपको जो वैल्यू चेन दिखाई थी, आपको देखना है कि आप ट्रेडिंग वैल्यू चेन में है या प्रोडक्शन वैल्यू चेन में है या ग्रोवर वैल्यू चेन में है। आप जिस वैल्यू चेन में या आप एंटायर वैल्यू चेन को कैप्चर करना चाहते हैं तो देन इट विल बिकम ए वेरी हैवी इन्वेस्टमेंट इंडस्ट्री। और एंटायर वैल्यू चेन आज तक मेरे ख्याल से कोई कंपनी दुनिया की ऐसी नहीं है। कुछ कंपनियां हैं, 3-4 कंपनियां जो एंटायर वैल्यू चेन को कंट्रोल करती हैं, बट वो भी छोटे एरिया में है। तो बेटर है कि यू चूज योर एरिया। आप प्रोसेसिंग, पैकेजिंग, ब्रांडिंग में जाना चाहते हैं तो उसमें रहिए। अपॉर्चुनिटी ही अपॉर्चुनिटी है। बासमती चावल 32,000 करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री है एज पर द लास्ट ईयर डेटा। नाउ इट इज गोइंग टू ग्रो मोर। तो इसमें देर आर 10-12 फैमिलीज हु आर एक्चुअली कंट्रोलिंग इट बिकॉज दे हैव बिल्ट द ब्रांड। दे आर नॉट ग्रोइंग। उनके छोटे मोटे फार्म अपने हो सकते हैं 500,000 एकड़ के, बट दे आर नॉट ग्रोइंग एन मास, बट दे आर एक्चुअली दे हैव क्रिएटेड अ ब्रांड बासमती फ्रॉम इंडिया। सो इसी तरह से आपने छोटी सी कमोडिटी में भी जो पर्टिकुलर एरिया में होती है, आपने वहां पे काम शुरू करना है। वेबसाइट एड्रेस, हाँ जी, वेबसाइट एड्रेस आई कैन प्रोवाइड, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर की वेबसाइट पे अगर आप जाते हैं तो वहाँ से आपको सारे इंपॉर्टेंट लिंक एक जगह मिल जाएंगे, बट आई कैन ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड यू। विच टू नेम यू सेड इंस्टीट्यूट फॉर कोर्स? नाबार्ड है, इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट है, देन देर आर इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट IIM अहमदाबाद के काफ़ी एग्रीकल्चर के एडवांस कोर्स हैं, वो आप देख सकते हैं। और इनकम टैक्स एस्पेक्ट जो है, इनकम टैक्स एस्पेक्ट भी है बिकॉज एग्रीकल्चर, हॉर्टिकल्चर या आपका कोई भी फिशरी है उसमें टैक्स बेनिफिट्स हैं जो कि अवेलेबल हैं। दैट यू कैन स्टडी, दैट हाउ यू कैन अवेल देम एंड हु आर दी एग्रीकल्चर, बिकॉज एग्रीकल्चर की जो डेफिनेशन है, एग्रीकल्चरिस्ट की जो डेफिनेशन है वो इनकम टैक्स में अलग है, GST लॉ में अलग है। तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल व्हेन यू वेंचर आउट इन एग्री बिजनेस। यू शुड नो योर बेट्स, you should know your risks and then accordingly plan it out. Now what if they take rice or anything from farmer and pack in our company branding? How does the system works? Okay, तो देखिए राइस, अगर आप राइस की 2-3 वैरायटी है। राइस एक है कि सुपर फाइन क्वालिटी, उसका जो लेंथ, अरोमा, साइज सब कुछ बेटर है, दैट इज एन एक्सपोर्ट क्वालिटी। अगर आप वो डेवलप करके बेचना चाहते हैं तो देन यू हैव टू first get your brand registered, get your quality parameter set and find out the miller from where you will buy. Or if you want to deal with rice which is a unique rice, for example आपका black rice है, brown rice है, ये इंडिया में वाराणसी बेल्ट में, देहरादून बेल्ट में या आपके तरावड़ी बेल्ट में, जहाँ भी ये ऑर्गेनिक बेल्ट हैं जहाँ पे ऑर्गेनिक राइस होता है, अगर आप उन फार्म्स को देखिए, कोई भी बिजनेस करने के लिए आपको थोड़ा विजिट करना होगा। अभी मैं किसी को सलाह नहीं दूंगा, बट the moment all the lockdown and everything goes normal, you should visit some places जहाँ से आपको सोर्सिंग करनी है। आप 2-3 दिन वहाँ बिताइए, उसमें आपको सारा समझ में आ जाएगा कि क्या इकोनॉमिक्स है, कैसे काम होता है, एंड देन यू कैन डिसाइड दैट विच ब्रांड यू वांट टू लॉन्च। फॉर एग्जाम्पल ब्लैक राइस इज वेरी पॉपुलर अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड एंड दिस इज वेरी हाई क्वालिटी, हाई प्रोटीन एंड वेरी good in terms of food value. But now you can start the business, you can fix out your farmer producer organization, इसके साथ relationship develop करिए। Pishori rice to Kenya, can you help us to export? I think we can talk about this offline. You can get my email ID. I will right now मैं यहाँ पे डाल देता हूँ। तो any business query or any consulting you have, you can, because अभी हम सबके I want to just answer the question. साउथ इंडिया में तो बहुत स्कोप है, साउथ हो या नॉर्थ हो, ईस्ट हो या वेस्ट हो, इंडिया में सब जगह पे वाटर रिसोर्सेज हैं, सोलर है, एग्रीकल्चर सब जगह होती है। इवन जग्गी फाउंडेशन जो है, आपके ईशा फाउंडेशन, जग्गी वासुदेव, वो तो आजकल काफ़ी ओपनली कह रहे हैं कि पीपल शुड कम इन एक्टिव एग्रीकल्चर बिकॉज उत्तम कृषि, मध्यम व्यापार, सबसे निम्न रोजगार। तो अगर हम इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी जो कि साउथ में ज़्यादा है, बिकॉज वहाँ पे आर्ट, कल्चर और लोगों का जो इंटेलेक्चुअल ट्रेंड है वो काफ़ी अच्छा है, तो एग्रीकल्चर कैन एब्जॉर्ब ऑल योर इंटेलेक्ट प्रोवाइडेड you look at as an agri business, not as an agriculture. I am not advising you to do agriculture the way it is being propagated in the media. The agriculture is more noble profession. You can use technology, you can use digital, and you can use all your marketing skills, all your financial engineering to make it more profitable, to make it more viable, and make it more scalable. And wasteland development is a unique area. ये जो रिपोर्ट है, दिस रिपोर्ट यू कैन एक्चुअली लुक एट द रिपोर्ट, 175 स्लाइड्स है, आप आराम से देखिए। 15 स्लाइड है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफिस को हमने प्रेजेंट किया था, और 2.5 मिनट का वीडियो है। तो आपके पास जितना समय है, जितना पेशेंस है एग्री बिजनेस के लिए, उतना आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। एंड वंस यू हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस रिपोर्ट एंड यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, यू कैन कम बैक टू मी, आई विल बी हैप्पी टू आंसर। और हमारा सुजलाम सुफलाम फाउंडेशन जो है वो इसके ऊपर काम कर रहा है। हमें 1 मिलियन हेक्टेयर डेवलप करना है। तो इंडिया में 500 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हमने आइडेंटिफाई किए हैं जहाँ पे हम काम करेंगे। तो वी आर ओपन टू बिजनेस, वी आर open to entrepreneurs who want to actively involve in agribusiness and who want to even passively involve in agribusiness. Whatever way you want to involve, we are always open to people who are in love with agriculture. मैं 2 जनरेशन फार्मर हूँ, I'm a chartered accountant, MBA finance और corporate experience. So but my life for agriculture, because that is that we are doing something for humanity. आप कुछ इंसान के लिए अच्छा काम कर रहे हो। आज मैं थोड़ा सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ। Maybe I will write a poem.
Rishabh, your audio has suddenly gone bad.
Yeah. So is it better now?
No, it's echoing a lot.
Okay, let me try it a different.
But it's okay now.
It's okay now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I think so there is a 2 login, so that's why. So now I was telling that हम लोग पोहा खाते हैं। आप ब्रेकफास्ट में पोहा खाते होंगे। महाराष्ट्र में कांदा पोहा बोलते हैं। इंदौर में जो पोहा होता है उसमें हल्की सी चीनी देते हैं और वो बहुत अच्छा लगता है। हमारे इंदौर से भाई हैं अक्षय भाई, तो हम राजस्थान में भी पोहा बनाते हैं। अब आप एक सोचिए कि एक पोहा बनाने में कितने आइटम लगते हैं। सबसे पहले पफ राइस, उसको पफ राइस में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है। मूंगफली लगती है, उसमें अनियन लगता है, उसमें मस्टर्ड ऑयल लगता है, उसमें आपके मसाले लगते हैं, हल्दी लगती है, नमक लगता है, मिर्चें लगती है, उसमें आप ग्रीन चिली डालते हैं, आप पोटैटो भी यूज करते हैं, मल्टीपल थिंग्स यू यूज। कितने हाथों से वो बनता है और उसके बाद आप उसको खुद प्रिपेयर करते हैं और आप उसको एंजॉय करते हैं। सी, दिस इज द वे यू एंजॉय योर डेली मील। बट हम भूल जाते हैं, हम ग्रेटिट्यूड नहीं दे पाते हैं उन किसानों को जिन्होंने अपनी मेहनत से उगाया है। चावल के खेत में अगर आप कभी जाएं तो पानी जो है घुटनों तक होता है जब चावल की रुपाई होती है। उस समय वो परवाह नहीं करते, वो वहां पे कुछ भी ये नहीं देखते कि पानी में कौन चल रहा है। पानी में स्नेक्स भी होते हैं, पानी में बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं जो कि उनको हार्म कर सकती हैं, बट दे नेवर गेट बॉदर्ड। बट दे मेक इट पॉसिबल फॉर यू, फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, फॉर मी, फॉर यू, फॉर एवरीवन, that to we enjoy these things uninterruptedly. Even if there is a lockdown, हमारा TOP बंद नहीं हुआ। Tomato, onion, potato is available. So let us pay gratitude to all our farmers who are doing this great job. And as a professional, if we can help them become Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think this is not only a help to our country, help to ourselves also, and there is a big business opportunity. Planet and profit can coexist. Who says planet and profit are two different things? They are all the same things. That is what I want to say. And अक्षय भाई, इंदौरी पोहा तो मैंने एंजॉय किया है और नेक्स्ट टाइम इंदौर आऊंगा तो मैं जरूर आपको साथ में लेके हम चलेंगे, क्योंकि बाहर की जो इंदौर की जो खाने पीने की जो चीजें हैं, आई थिंक फूड प्रोसेसिंग में इंदौर एंड बीकानेर, आई एम फ्रॉम बीकानेर, तो बीकानेर और इंदौर का जो नमकीन है दोनों फेमस है। तो यू कैन डू लॉट ऑफ वैल्यू एडेड बिजनेस थ्रू एग्री बिजनेस। और ये और कोई क्वेश्चन है तो देन maybe I would like to
Rishabh,
yes
what do you think how we are going to integrate like prices in India are controlled, like say wheat. Government has got a lot of food grains. They are distributing it at 3 rupees.
Right.
Like I am on the board of some this thing where they find like when they are flooded, suddenly they have done 2000 rupees to 1850. 200 रुपए गेहूं में गिराना आपके मतलब जितने बिजनेस मॉडल्स हैं सबको धो देगा. Right. So like when it is produced, it is 12 rupees, then it goes 16, 17, 18. But suddenly whenever they have given the minimum retail price or MSP to farmers, and they are flooded with the grains, they will reduce it, and all the millers and everyone will go for a 6, including your this thing. So how they are going to integrate whatever food grains government is going to store, and whenever there is a pressure of storing or perishing, now like they'll throw in the market and they'll reduce the prices, because for politically they will have to give that price to the farmer. So your now privatization, one is essential commodities. In
Yeah.
any case, you were not allowed to store beyond a point. Now you are saying that it is an open market. But
Yes.
on the other side, as a government, you will have to keep all the essential commodities in your stores and supply it whenever it tries to go up. So
Let me
how?
I understand your point. So let me answer you. हम थोड़ा सा मैं आपको US का मॉडल बताता हूँ. US govern the corn price in the world, and they grow corn in large quantity. मतलब इतनी huge quantity में वो लोग corn grow करते हैं कि अभी कोविड के टाइम पे they were paying extra money to the farmer to destroy the corn because they don't want the corn price to go down from the below level. In India also, we never had a problem in the past that we are buffered with the grain. Now we are buffered with the grain. The reason is we are actually becoming a wheat and rice country. As I shown in my slide, I think you joined little later. So
Yeah, I joined little.
so India has actually got the problem of revolution, which had to be reversed now. That we are growing only wheat and rice, maximum. That is not the case if you want to do agribusiness. So you have to have a policy wherein the government and the private and the farmer producer organization, they will decide what to grow and what not to grow is more important. Because if you are growing rice, then you are consuming more water. But if you grow pulses, you are consuming less water. So you are saving water also. If you are growing rice, you are going to get a minimum price. But if you grow herbs, you are going to get maximum price. So we have to maximize the profit. There is the role of professional, because today the system is such that people can camouflage the system, they can take the advantage of the system, they can take the system for a ride, and whenever the crop comes, there are people who know how to drop the price. And after, for example, if you want to buy basmati rice, the paddy, in the month of September, you can buy this in 2,500 rupees a quintal, but by Diwali, it will be 5,000 rupees or even 4,500 rupees. And every year it happens like that. So just see the kind of differentiation, because farmer cannot hold. He don't have the holding capacity. So the holding capacity comes from the private who has got the money. So farmer don't have the money. He has already invested for 6 months. For him, it is an exit time. And for someone, it is an entry time. So this is the value chain. So in one of the slides, I have explained the value chain from upstream to downstream. So the farmer will get today, I think last week I was talking to one farmer and he told me that the wheat is being sold below MSP. The MSP is 1,500, the wheat is sold at 1,300 rupees. And forget about wheat and rice, it's a stable market. Vegetable, in the COVID time, in 30 kilometers away from Jaipur, the price of kakadi, tomato and onion is 3 to 5 rupees a kg. And 30 kilometers away in the Jaipur, as a customer, you and me are paying 30 to 40 rupees. Is this a value addition? No. 30 kilometers, 30 minutes a pickup can come and the price is from 3 rupees to 30 rupees. So there is an inefficiency, there is an unorganized market out there which is getting organized day by day. And the way of organizing this market is only value addition. Because if you will continue to sell tomato like tomato is a perishable. In 24 hours, tomato will perish. But if you make a puree, it will work for 3 months.
No, I think what you said in that point that makes more sense as a country, that what needs to be produced.
Yes.
Because now I heard it unconfirmed. Like in Haryana, they are saying that if you want to grow paddy, you will have to take a license.
Exactly. That is a control mechanism. But I am not a big favor of control. I want to tell that let us educate the farmer. Let us educate them that this is the crop you should grow and there is a market. So we have to develop the market so that they can grow. Because if you tell them that you grow, moringa, and then there is no market for moringa, where they are going to sell?
Yeah.
So we have to create market by value addition. If there is a market for pasta or if there is a market for pizza, then let us use the wheat to make pasta. And we have to educate them that why are you selling wheat? Why don't you sell pasta? We will buy pasta from you. So this is the change, which is a new revolution where India is now ready for that, because a lot of educated people are coming into this field. I am Ahmedabad, say every year they are churning out hundreds of agri-business professionals. There are a lot of startups, 600 plus startups are already there in agri-tech, in agriculture. So this is the time we can actually turn it around. completely into a profitable. And in my one of the slide, I have mentioned $15 trillion economy can be created only from agribusiness. Let us not even talk about steel, aluminum, mining, mineral, etc., etc. I'm only talking about, and there is a very simple mathematics formula: value addition. I will share the presentation with you all. No worries. If you have registered, then all email IDs I have, so I can share the presentation. This is made for you, and other resources also. The 175 slides you can enjoy. You can read, and if you have any query on that, and you want to do something actively, inactively, or not inactively, but indirectly, you want to do some professional work in this field, which is a very new field, but very vibrant, very demanding, and very exciting field. From the finance perspective, from the compliance perspective, from automation, there is a massive need of everything what you can imagine. तो मेरे को एक छोटी सी कहानी याद आ गई कि there were two one salesman who applied for a job to a shoe company, and the shoe company said, okay, we will send you for a test. And there was another guy who just applied. He was not a marketeer, no certificate, no degree. Both were sent to a jungle, and then उनको वापस बोला कि आप शाम को हम आपको पिकअप कर लेंगे. You have to pitch our product here in jungle. तो दोनों रिटर्न ओके आए. आप लोगों ने से कई लोगों ने सुनी होगी कहानी है. तो जो सेल्समैन था विद ऑल द डिग्रीज एंड ऑल, ही सेड कि यहाँ तो आपने कहाँ भेज दिया, वहाँ तो एक भी शू नहीं बिक सकता. लोगों को पता ही नहीं है शूज पहनने कैसे हैं. They don't know how to wear shoes. They all are without shoes. There was not a single person I found who is wearing shoe. So I can't sell a single shoe there. The other guy said that you double up your production because I have found this place, people full of demand. Nobody is wearing shoe, and I can sell. Even you double your production, I can sell everything. Not a single piece will remain in the warehouse. I can sell everything because I know, and I've already talked to the people, and their people are dying and craving for shoes. So similarly, in agribusiness, the story is different. You have to look at the thing in a different perspective. दृष्टिकोण बदलना है. There is a big opportunity. People are craving for growth. People are craving for innovation. There is a huge demand, and professionals can meet the demand. Thank you very much. And I think
Thank you.
Rathi ji, I would like to know your comment, because आपके comment के बिना this session will not go. So thank you Himanshu bhai, and thank you everyone who have joined. Rathi ji, if you can please.
Thanks.
I think Rathi ji is on.
Yes.
हाँ, so मैं आज एक्चुअली मोबाइल से कर रहा था, लैपटॉप से नहीं. So I didn't know how to unmute this thing.
Okay.
अभी भी वीडियो चालू करना मेरे को नहीं आ रहा है. And so very good presentation, Rishabh. Very well explained. You are absolutely flawless. Your flowing speech रहता है always, and it was good. Absolutely क्या बोलते हैं, in a very systematic way you explained opportunities in agriculture, and that was my question. Suppose I have money, I have time, but I have no idea which business to enter. So can you provide your consultancy services and say that, okay, yes, I will set up business for you to start to end, but you need to, what is the minimum amount of money you will need to start with, and what type of return one can expect. So those were my questions. So suppose the returns are attractive and it is well within the budget, so we can tap many companies. There are so many investors who are looking for investment opportunities.
Sure.
So as you said, opportunities are immense, but investors are also available. The only thing is we need to marry them together. And as professionals, we can be a good we can do intermediation job. So Rishabh, I propose that I will have your session at my Gitanjali group. As I told you, Gitanjali is a group, another group of chartered accountants
Okay.
who have come from Calcutta to Mumbai.
Okay.
So it's around 300 people group,
Okay.
and some of them are at a very senior position.
Right.
So I will like to have your session. So I
Sure.
will need your very brief bio, which
Yeah.
I can send to them,
Sure.
and what topic you want. Today's topic was excellent, but I didn't understand that why one has to register it. So can we do away without registration, or you need
Actually, the
registration for your?
registration is because of the presentation copy. Because many people they want presentation copy. If I don't have the email, I cannot send it to them. So in
Okay,
registration, I just ask the basic information so that I can share the copy of presentation, or if they have any query, they can answer. I can answer them.
okay, okay. Anyway, so I will talk to you offline and seek your convenience, and
Can
will
do it.
request you to give a presentation there itself. All the best, Rishabh.
Thank you, thank you. And Rajiv ji, you have one question. Thank you, Rathi ji. And I will definitely send you my short bio. And I have done this for a couple of chambers, and now I'm doing this for even I have done recently done with for Walmart also. I made a very close group presentation on various opportunities. So we can discuss on opportunities. We can discuss in general what is the scenario, investment conditions, etc. So we can do that.
Very good presentation,
Thank
Rishabh ji.
Thank you, Hardik bhai. Thank you. Yeah, Rajiv.
Rishabh,
Yes.
Rishabh, I have sent this invite to one of my client who is a registered startup with as My E-Kisan, and he is a young, passionate guy who is into this agri input side, and
The seed
he
fertilizer pesticide.
yeah, and they have some their earlier business also, but he is more interested in organizing and becoming a aggregator in this, and that is why he has registered himself as My E-Kisan, and he is from I am also he has done that one month or 2 month course also, and he is also this his name is Vikas Gupta, and he has attended this session of yours.
Okay.
So offline we will certainly discuss in case any help is required from your side.
Surely. So Vikas ji is there already. If you want to ask any question, Mr. Vikas Gupta, welcome. You can ask your question. You can give feedback because you are formally doing this startup. So what are the challenges you are facing? If you want to share with the audience, it would be great, Vikas ji.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, my startup is all about agri input supply chain.
Yeah.
Okay, we are dealing in fertilizer, pesticide and seed. मैं आपसे सर पहले भी मिल चुका हूँ.
अच्छा. Okay.
आपका सेमिनार जो हुआ था एक,
Okay.
उसमें मैंने क्वेश्चंस का एग्री इनपुट्स के रखे थे सारे. जी.
तो आप कौन से एरिया में अभी काम कर रहे हैं? मतलब पंजाब?
इंदौर सर, इंदौर मध्य प्रदेश.
इंदौर में कर रहे हैं, मध्य प्रदेश.
इट्स माय ई किसान इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड.
वेरी गुड. तो आपका अभी जो कि यहाँ पे जो इनपुट क्रेडिट है, जैसे पंजाब का सिस्टम है कि जितना भी इनपुट प्रोक्योर होता है उसकी फंडिंग आड़तिया और जो मिडलमैन होता है वो करता है. तो इसी तरह से जो फार्मर के पास में रिसोर्सेज नहीं होते हैं तो उसको फंडिंग इज ए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्राइटेरिया फॉर इनपुट सप्लाई. और इनपुट सप्लाई में जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है वो मल्टीपल कंपनीज के पास है. तो आपका मॉडल इन्वेंट्री मॉडल है और यू आर ए मैच मेकर, लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मॉडल यू आर फॉलोइंग?
सर हमारा मॉडल है B2B. वी आर नॉट डीलिंग विद फार्मर्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर डीलिंग विद द रिटेलर्स, जो कि रिटेलर्स कैश में माल खरीदते हैं और वो क्रेडिट पे रिटेलर्स फार्मर्स को देते हैं. ठीक है. तो वी आर नॉट इनटू दैट क्रेडिट, बट वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग द बेस्ट परचेज कॉस्ट at low input cost to retailers basically.
So you are a super stockist of seed, fertilizer and this pesticide, or you have a tie-up wherein you are aggregating the demand and giving it to the companies to get the better pricing?
Yeah, we are aggregating the demand from the manufacturers and we are giving this to the retailers. Okay, so we are doing the bulk buying also, because different companies, manufacturing companies need a bulk में जो quantity देती हैं उसमें huge discounts देती हैं.
Yes.
तो huge discounts को हम n numbers of network को complete उसमें sell करने जा रहे हैं.
Good. So basically you are part of the trading value chain. In the entire value chain you are part of the trading because you trade in an aggregator manner rather than doing in a...
we are providing an e-commerce platform for B2B basically.
Wonderful. I think you can scale it up to all over India if you are interested in getting the funding and all, or if you are interested to develop or integrate your application with, because now even the biggies like Jio, Krishi and Amazon and all, everybody is planning to come in this area because this is very stable area, because input तो लगेगा ही लगेगा, उसके बिना तो production आएगा नहीं.
Yes.
आपको seed, fertilizer, pesticide के बिना तो you can't do agriculture, you can't even think of agriculture, right? So
Yes, sir.
it is going to be.
जब इंसान खाना खाएगा सर, जब तक फर्टिलाइजर और ये लगेगा सर.
Yes. So I think the name, the brand, the composition will change, but it will remain.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Good. I wish you good luck, and we can talk offline about this.
Yeah, Rishabh,
Yes.
we will be certainly talking offline on certain issues.
Thank you, Rajiv ji. And I'm sure all of our MBA friend, everybody is connected with agriculture directly, indirectly. Okay, I have just opened it for discussion.
Yeah. This was a recent addition to our client as such. He was a recent addition. So I thought, let me send your invite to him also, so that he can listen
I
to
hope-
your valuable thoughts. And
I hope
certainly he
he
must
has
have.
found it interesting because he's already in the business. So I'm sure he might have found it interesting.
Yes, sir, definitely. It's very interesting.
Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining.
Okay. Thank you, Rishabh.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks. Thank you, Rishabh. Bye.
Thank you, Rishabh.